Oh, here's a good one. This is pertaining exactly to what I said. He said, when you gave the example of someone who comes to a stop sign, the example was he comes up to a stop sign, but there was no crossroad. There was no indication it was any danger there. And I'm doing 60 miles an hour and I'm in a big hurry, so why can't I buzz through? What's wrong with that? And he said, sincerity would make you stop, but logic would make you go through. So his question is, does logic beat sincerity, considering that Islam is a logical religion? I guess you and I don't understand the word Islam. And I guess you and I don't understand the word sincerity. And I guess we don't understand the word logic. So we'd have to sit together and you'd have to explain a lot more to me and help me to understand. Because Islam does not contain the word logic anywhere in it. The word logic is not there. Nowhere in Islam does Allah ask you to give your opinion. Did He? Allah said, well, I'm really undecided about 5 prayers or 6. Is it the whole month of Ramadan or... Well, you know, there's Muharram, and that's another good month. What about that? What do you think? Do we take a vote? Fasting 30 days? What about 15? I mean, just got a 50-50 deal here. And Hajj is such a long way to go. I mean, because after the world's now developed so modern, you know, and at that time, people didn't have to go that far. You know, Medina to Mecca, come on, that's not that bad. But we're in Malaysia, for crying out loud. Or, hey, what about the guy sitting in Drizzly Land out there in California? What about that guy? He'd go all the way to... Why don't you just let him go down to Disneyland and do tawaf around Mickey Mouse? At the cost of some of these theme parks today, it'll cost him about the same amount to take his kids there as it would to do Hajj. But the word in Arabic, aql, Allah didn't ask you for your opinion. In fact, He told you clearly in the Quran what Islam really is. He said, Inna deena indallahi al-Islam. The deen, the way of life for you and I, our deen, with Allah is only sincerity, submission, surrender, obedience, and peace with Allah. That's what He said it was. And He said the word in Arabic, Islam. Inna deena indallahi al-Islam. In the same surah, that's chapter 3, verse 19, go up to chapter 3, Al-Imran, verse 85. وَمَمْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَا يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Now, when you're reading in Surah Wal-Asr, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. Khasareen is the same word, is a plural. Losers, going to hell. And who are they? Go back and read it. Allah said, so anybody who wants a deen other than the deen that Allah has prescribed for them, surrender, submission, and obedience to Him, He's not going to take it. And in the hereafter, they're with the losers. And when we come to this word deen, it doesn't mean religion. It's way of life. Religion is what somebody does once or twice a week, you know, on the weekend, a few hours. But deen is what you do 24/7. That's what you do, and everybody has one. Even atheists have a deen. They have what they do. So I can't go along with the way you structured the question. And I also have another problem, that if I signed an agreement saying that I'll take my driver's license based on following rules, and I come up to a stop sign and I don't see a road, doesn't mean there's not a road there. It also doesn't mean that there's not something else there that I can't see. I've never been on the road before, obviously, and I'm flying along at 60 miles an hour. What if it has one of these dips in the road that I didn't know, and I hit that at 60 miles an hour? Then what? Then my logic will tell me why that stop sign was there, if I survive. Yes or no? But why not take the chance? Your logic should tell you, take the chance to stop Somebody put the sign there. It didn't erect itself by accident. Real logic would indicate you would stop. That's real logic, because that sign didn't come out of nowhere. It's illogical because you're trying to override your logic with something that's called rationalization, and you called it logic. It's because you didn't want to slow down. You didn't want to be late for your appointment. You want to be the wise guy. You want to breeze by the sign and play like, you know, Mr. Macho in the car. And then all of a sudden, oh no! Boom! So much for logic. So logic is sincerity. Don't put them one against the other. How could you be logic and not be sincere, or be sincere and not be logical? It doesn't work. Nice try, though. I bet your mother didn't let you get away with it either.